God morning, everyone. It's good to be back. Thank the Lord for another day, for allowing us to see this blessed Sunday morning, to wake up to a beautiful Sunday morning. And it's good to be back. I've been off a while, think about 3 weeks. The Lord took me off for 3 weeks. I broke my shoulder blade on the right arm, which I'm right handed. So that kind of made me where I couldn't do much of nothing. My wife had to bathe me, and help me get up, and help me sit down, help me try to sit in the right spot, sleep in the right spot, get pillows and things behind me. She was there with me all the way, showing her love, which we said we made those vows when we got married, for better, for worse, in sickness, in health. And she did her part. In my sickness, she was there. I was basically couldn't do hardly anything for myself, couldn't even dress myself, put on my socks and shoes. She had to help me with it all, and she was there watching me throughout the night. I wake up, she watching me. I make any kind of move during the night. She was watching, and it was all out of love. And we celebrated just last week 36 years of marriage. 36 years of marriage. 42 years of being together. We celebrated. And it was a beautiful thing that in these 3 weeks, even though about one of the weeks I was pretty bad off, but most of the time we was able to enjoy each other. That first week I couldn't even hardly ride in a car without going through pain. But God brought me through, and I thank Him for that. And I thank Him for these 3 weeks which we've had with each other, because it's so often husbands and wives need to get together and just love on each other. And that's what we did. We just loved on one another, went out and eating throughout the day, just sitting around each other throughout the day. It don't cost no lot of money to love. It don't cost no money at all to love. And so that's what we did. And I thank God for my wife. 36 years of married, and we've been wearing our different shirts each and every day since the night. We got married September the 9th, 1989. So starting Tuesday, uh, the night, we began wearing different shirts. Each day we wear the same shirt with words on them talking about our marriage, which we want to show to the world. Your marriage should be a light unto the world. The marriage that God ordained, male and female, as He said, and as Jesus came along and reiterates to us, male and female is the union that God ordained. And so we celebrate 36 years of being together, and we just thank God for that time that He allowed us to love on each other, focus on each other. So it's now time for me to get back to what I've been doing, back to preaching the word here online to you. So I'm glad to be back. Good morning, Reverend Epton. God bless you, my brother. You have a blessed day. today. I know you're getting prepared to go off to church. And good morning to my sister in love, Sister Maddie. God bless you, my sister in love. Y'all be blessed as y'all prepare to go off to church today. But before you go, I want to pour into you Sunday morning's word for the week. Our word for this week is trust the process. You got to trust the process. And over there in Mark 5:35, there was a process that Jairus went through with Jesus, which symbolizes the process that we go through with God throughout our life. In this process, Jairus went to Jesus, and that's the somebody that we need to go to is Jesus. He went to Jesus concerning his daughter, which was sick, near unto death. He said, Jesus, come heal my daughter. She's sick. And so Jesus said, okay, and prepared, start traveling with him, going to heal his daughter. The process began. God hears us. He hears your prayer. And so in the process of answering your prayer, there are some things that must take place. A woman came who had an issue in her blood. And so all of a sudden Jesus was delayed and healed her. Will you be patient like Jairus as others get their healing, as others are going through something and God takes care of them? Or are you selfish and just want God to do what you want him to do? You got to be patient in this process and trust the process. And so Jesus healed this woman with the issue in her blood. He listened to her as she told her story. Some of us might get impatient. Okay, you done healed her. Come on, let's go. But no. Jesus didn't rush the situation. Jairus didn't rush it. He trusted the process. And we got to trust the process, not get impatient, realize that God works in his own time. And then all of a sudden, some people came and told him, you don't need to trouble Jesus no more. Your daughter done died. In other words, it's over. Give up. And that's what the enemy wants us to do. Give up hope. When things turn from bad to worse, the enemy wants you to give up hope. God don't care about you. He delayed the process and now your daughter done died. Give up. But Jesus heard them, and right away he said to Jairus, only believe. Don't be afraid, only believe, which means trust the process. It ain't over till God says it's over. Good morning, Sister Michelle. God bless you. Glad to see you with us this morning. Only believe. Trust the process. It ain't over till God says over. I know it doesn't turn in our eyesight. But God's eyesight don't work by our eyesight. He holds the power of the future in his hand. So yes, it looked like it turned from bad to worse in our eyesight. Like you ain't gonna get that job, or like you gonna get fired, like your marriage or relationship ain't gonna work. Things turn, your children mess up and find themselves in jail. Things turn, your sickness get worse. As it turns from bad to worse, we got to trust the process. And that's what Jesus was saying to Jairus when he got that news. Only believe. Don't be afraid. Hold to God unchanging hand. Trust the process. So in trusting the process, they went on People laughed at Jesus when Jesus said that the girl was only asleep. So he had to put a whole bunch of the folks out. And that's the way it is in our lives sometimes. You got to put folks out. People don't understand what God is doing in your life. They laugh at you. They talk about you. And sometimes you got to put folks out because some folks are just watching so they can steal what God has given you. So sometimes you got to put folks out. And Jesus put the folks out. They didn't understand. Some of them didn't care really in the first place. And he put them out. But in the process, you got to continue to trust the process. I don't know. It don't look good, Jesus. She dead. Trust the process. And in the midst of trusting the process, Jesus reached down and told the little girl, get up. Then he told them to feed her. He raised her from the dead. He got her out of that bad situation that she was in. So you got to trust the process. No matter what bad situation you are in, trust the process and make sure you feed. When Jesus said feed, he ain't just talking about feed physically. Feed them with food for the soul. Feed your children. Let them know that God is a healer. He's a deliverer. He's a way maker. Feed them with food for the soul. Get them up and tell them to go to church. Get up. Don't just let your children lay around in the house and do nothing. They think they grown, well then go get in your own house. But you ain't ask for me in my house, we gonna serve the Lord. So make them get up. Feed them. That's how we feed them. Not just putting food on the table, but give them some food for their soul. And sometimes feeding them food for their soul, it ain't gonna taste good when you tell them what's right, when you tell them they wrong, but we gotta feed them. We got to trust the process all the way with whatever God says. In the process, it may go from bad to worse, but trust the process. Why? Because all things work to the good to them that love God and are called according to his purpose. It's going to work out for your good. Trust the process. It don't feel good, but it's going to work out for your good. It don't taste good, but it's going to work out for your good. Things have turned from bad to worse. It's going to work out for your good. I lost my house. I lost my job. I ain't got no money. The lights are turned off. Gas turned off. It's going to work out for your good. You just trust the process. Don't be afraid. Because as fear comes up on us, it causes us to go into irrational thinking. So that's why God said he has not given us a spirit of fear, but a power, love, and a sound mind. Keep us from going into irrational thinking. Your mind wandering all over the place and now you scared and running. No, you stand firm on the word, on the power of God, knowing that he loves you. That's how we stand. That's how we trust the process. And everything will be all right. So no matter what you go through in life, no matter what comes up against you, trust the process. God has the last say so. What's impossible with man is possible with God. So trust the process, knowing that all things work for the good to them that love God and are called according to his purpose. Y'all be blessed. Have a blessed day. And remember, trust the process and keep God first. Thank you to you all.